Hello and welcome today for this one-day exhibition match between two terrific teams. I'm Mark Nicholas and am thrilled to be here for what should be a highly entertaining day of cricket.
This is an unusual surface. There's a fair bit of grass on it, and I reckon the fast bowlers will get movement off the seam and in the air, though it's a clear enough day overhead. If I won the toss, 50-50, I might just edge in favour of batting.
Oh, there's a good toss to win, and an excellent decision to bowl first. Some would say a brave one. I'm not sure it is. These conditions are very damp out here. There's a lot of grass on the surface. It won't just swing in the air either. It'll nip around off the seam. Good luck to opening batsmen, I say.
I think he'll be okay. It'll sting a little though. That must be close. The umpire says not out.
That should not be given out. It looked to me as if it was going to miss off stump anyway.
Straight to that really is a suicidal run out.
An early wicket is something you strive for. You have your team meetings, you prepare all morning. That will put pressure back on the batsman.
He's gone for a duck.
The scorers haven't had to do much with that innings.
We can have a look at that again. It's straight to a fielder. That's a no ball by Donkers.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
There it goes, right out of the ground. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That's gone a long way.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
That ever helped the run rate somewhat.
The fielding restrictions provide enough opportunity for attacking batsmen, so I expect a lot of quick runs in these early overs. The fielding restrictions have now been lifted.
The sweeper picks up. Just one run. Played into the gap.
The bowler won't be happy about that.
confident appeal. No response from the umpire.
Always going down the leg side, surely.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Henderson waiting at the striker's end. Oh, that could be a very painful blow. He's got it into the gap. This was how the wicket fell. Trott is the next man in. It looked as if he was home to me. Just one run.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
He was pushing his luck a little there. They've turned that into two. That's good running. And the end of the over. Marshall is coming around the wicket.
He really is very strong off his legs.
Cracking stroke. He's in good touch.
Went a long way back into the stands.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum.
Foolish running. That's simply throwing wickets away.
Oh, that's just a waste. What a terrible waste of a wicket. Desperately bad communication by the batsman.
This was how the innings ended for Henderson.
Butta Dipanar is facing.
ideal. A perfect example of how to play that shot, and he deserved 4 for it.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away to the bleachers. The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows.
Well taken.
Would you believe it? He's picked the fielder out perfectly.
Not a good way to go. And it'll play on his mind, never mind the mind of his captain.
This was the end of the inning. That's cleared the rope. 6 runs.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence.
Three runs here. Diving for cover with that one.
You can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant! Welcome back. You could cut the tension with a knife here. It's been a riveting contest so far. Here with the start of the second innings is Richie Bennett.
Thanks, Mark.
Here's Brendan McCullum. Well, if you bowled him on his legs, he'll punish you every time. An early wicket like that puts such pressure on the batting side.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Nathan Astle takes guard. Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum. It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far. Well, we'll see some fielding changes now that those restrictions are lifted. Remember that a minimum of 4 players have to remain inside the ring.
Ooh, that looked quite nasty. It never looked like being a run there.
Well, that's just throwing wickets away. You cannot afford to throw wickets away. He was nowhere near making his ground.
Has to be close. The umpire's not moving on that one. The umpire didn't have to think too hard about that one.
I think that was always missing. Good decision. Very good decision.
We can have a look at that again. That's a big appeal. Not out. There's never a chance the umpire would give that out.
Oh, that's a hopeful shout. Not out, and a good decision too.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Comfortably taken, no worries.
Loose, too loose a stroke for a good player. Oh, he'll kick himself.
He's gone for a duck.
The scorers haven't had to do much with that innings.
Let's see the action replay of that. That's found the gap in the field. There's just one there. There it goes. That is one of the better catches you are ever likely to see. That was really well judged. It went a long way up.
Brilliantly taken by the fielder, brilliant. He's backed up the bowler at a time when it was most needed.
Marshall is out for a duck.
It is a long old walk back when you've made a duck. Quack, quack.
This was the end of the innings for... It's a lovely way to get off the mark.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6. That is massive.
Gone high in the air. Super stuff that. That was well held. It was in the air a long time.
The fielder did very well there. He made it look easy, but actually it was a whole lot more difficult than it looked.
We can have a look at that again. Out caught.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch.
I think he was easily back in the crease there. That's 2 more runs on the board. Oh, that could be a very painful blow.
Huge! That is huge!
Superb shot that, right off the middle.
No, the bowler won't be happy about that. He loves driving the ball, especially through the covers, and frankly, there's no one better at it.
That over helped the run rate somewhat. Henderson is switching to round the wicket.
Facing is Hamish Marshall.
Play it away with comfort. They've turned that into two. That's good running. Comprehensively bowled.
Well bowled, very well bowled, straight and full when it mattered.
Henderson gets his first wicket.
Oh, that's a long walk back when you failed.
This was how the wicket fell. Mills comes in at number 8. Steered expertly into the gap. That really is a suicidal run out.
Oh, that's just a waste. What a terrible waste of a wicket. Desperately bad communication by the batsman out there.
Mills is out first ball. This was how the innings ended for Mills.
The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows.
That's in the stands. 6 runs. What a catch! What a catch!
Oh, what a great display of bowling to secure that win in the dying stages of this contest. It really has been a brilliant match, so tense. You know, they had to fight hard to defend their total here today, but in the end they had just too much for a batting performance that didn't quite live up to its billing. Well, on behalf of Richie Benno and myself, we bid you a very good evening, and we'll see you next time for more of our very special cricket coverage.